Well, hello everybody. On this fine Thursday afternoon. Thursday comes from Thor's Day. Thor, of course, famous for being the god of Yeet. What are we playing today on the Chill Zone? I don't even have to tell you, because you already know. It's Radiation Island. Same thing as it always is. Same thing as it always is. And what are we going to do on Radiation Island today? Well, check this out. I don't know if you have been paying attention, but we have been working on... so obviously the whole point of the game is to go to all these towers and do something, hit some buttons. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that right now because what we've been working on is our own tower to the heavens. And that's what we're going to do today. We are making the tower. We're going to make it so damn tall, and then we're going to go on top of it, and we're going to hang glide off of it. But it's not tall enough yet. It's only about half as tall as I want it to be. I want it to reach so tall that it hits the sun. I will make no compromises in my artistic vision. Understood? Great. So we need to raise the entire forest. And that's what we are going to do. We're going to raise the entire forest. We love the tower, and we love Radiation Island. And it's going to take us 20 minutes to walk to the top of the thing. But that's fine, because walking is chill. And this is the Chill Zone. So what have you all been up to today? I myself was at the dentist this morning. Well, the endodontist. And I got work in an hour. So I don't have as long to stream as I want, which is infuriating to me. But that's just how life goes. Now, Khaki Kebs in the chat brings up a great point. I am destroying the entire forest. And if the forest is destroyed, what am I going to do? The trees, they'll just come back. As soon as you quit the game, they come back. They don't come back when you die, and they will stay gone until you close and reopen the game. But if I do that, they'll all just shoop right back. So I have no bones about chopping them all down. I don't know what it is about building a tower that is, it just feels like it's in your blood, you know? Anytime you play a video game and you see a mountain or a tower, that's your first thought. I want to get to the top. And that's what I'm about to do. What? Animation's a little jank. Wow, look at that. What a sweet tower. Can you imagine how cool it's going to be when it's twice as tall? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But unfortunately, the axes required to chop down the trees are pretty resource expensive. So I had to take some time to build them beforehand here, but eh. Kind of tired today. I am under attack by a creature. Hopefully not anything other than a wolf. Just a wolf. Get out of here. Go away. Go away. Do you guys remember the first time you were ever on the internet? I'm sorry that this is really boring, by the way. All we're doing this episode is chopping down trees. But it's gonna be worth it. Because at the end, we are gonna dive off of a giant tower. Oh my god. This motherfucker needs to stop calling me. And I'm not going into details about who that motherfucker is that needs to stop calling me. And I never should have gave him my number. I never should have gave him my number. It was a foolish mistake. But I'm a fool, so it was a very on-brand mistake. Oh well. Starving to death. Alright, I gotta go get more food now. It's me, the radiation. Yeah, that's who's calling me. I gave my number to Jack the Radiation Man. And that motherfucker keeps calling me. So the question on everybody's mind here, as we enjoy Radiation Island, of course I'm sure somebody here has never seen Radiation Island before, but if you haven't, it's really a game of wonder. Wow, look at that rabbit. Because it's bad and good, but it's hard to tell. Why is he calling me twice? That motherfucker. If he calls me a third time, maybe I will answer it, because maybe it's an emergency. But he's got to stop. Never give your phone number out to anyone who's over the age of 30, because they'll try to call you instead of just texting you like a normal person. What am I gonna do? Nobody knows. Anyway, what I'm saying is, this game is made in such a way that makes it very hard to tell where the limits are. And so, part of the reason that we want to build a tower is to see if there even is a height limit, because it's totally possible that they just didn't program one because they ran out of time or ran out of money, or you know, who knows. And that's what's fascinating to me. Because what if there's just none and we can just go higher and higher and higher? It'd be crazy. But I guess that's what we're working on figuring out. Can we touch the skybox? That's what I want to know. Tass. So Tass comments and says the Game Critic Arcade Sushi gave Radiation Island an 85 out of 100, saying it hits almost every creative note. I could not agree more. Someone put me in touch with Arcade Sushi. Now that's a reviewer I can get behind. Someone who understands Radiation Island. How many woods do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like basically 600. Cool. The real, what do they call it? The real catch in our plan here is that we not only need wood, we need fiber. And fiber's a little tougher to get than wood. Because at least with wood, you know, if there's a tree, you will end up with wood. But with fiber, it's like you gotta find a bush, and the bushes are kind of few and far between. And when you hit the bushes, they don't necessarily give you fiber, which is pretty annoying. recursing today. Oh, did he leave me a fucking voicemail? Who leaves voicemails in this day and age? All right, well. I'm going to listen to this voicemail, but I'm going to listen to it on my AirPods so you can't hear it. Yeah, I got AirPods. How did my poor ass get AirPods? Well, I bought them in that brief window when I wasn't poor. Now, I could sell them, but unfortunately, in the grand scheme of being poor, they aren't worth that much. All right, let's see. Let's see what he's got to say. It's just nothing. It's just nothing. Just words. God damn. Why do people do this? Why don't people understand life? Shut that off. How come nobody understands life? That's what I want to know. Oh well. Can't win them all. I'm gonna block his number if he calls me again. But I gotta tell him that I'm gonna do it, because I want him to know that I'm not mad. I just want him to stop fucking calling me. Alright, let's hit some bushes. We should probably sleep. Let's sleep. Sick of being attacked by enemies. Don't even ask what that flaming fireball is, because I still don't know. And I never will. But the skybox is as beautiful as always. Shabang, we're going to sleep. Really, frankly, I couldn't. No, you can't send a guy like him. If you send him an animal limb, he's gonna think it's something satanic and come get me. And I'm not exaggerating. But if I did that, it probably maybe it would just shut him up. It's possible. Es posible. Bushes and bushes and bushes and bushes. The nice thing about deforesting everything is it makes it way easier to see where the bushes are. I just wish... Who's attacking me? I don't have any bullets for this piece of shit. I just don't think there are phone calls you just shouldn't... We shouldn't be able to communicate with people who aren't standing right in front of us. Okay, that's my... Why am I hitting a tree? I need a bush. That's my opinion. All it does is stress me out. Texting stresses me out. Calling me, even worse. And I don't mind it, but I hate it. Talk to me. Knock on my front door. But then I guess if you kept doing that so much, I'd probably get annoyed with that too. Maybe I'm just an annoyed person. In a constant state of a little bit annoyed. Yeah, it's something for me to work on, maybe. There's a bush. Why are these wolves attacking me? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Can we please be done with this charade? Get you a man who can do both. Punch a wolf and a bush at the same time. That's what I want to know. Is how that's possible. Don't you know, like, how you always can just, you can have that one friend, and I don't consider this guy a friend, but you know, you have that one friend who always, like, is bothering you about that one thing, and you're like, dude, just fucking lay off. Okay, we're good, we're on a good level, but you just gotta back off a little bit. You're going too far, and, like, it's clear that you are done with that, but they just won't stop. Just like, stop it. We are done. We have ceased. And then you don't like them, but you don't want to tell them because you don't want to seem like an asshole, even though you are an asshole, because those are your true feelings. So maybe it's worse not to tell them. I don't know. Talking to people's rough, especially when people want stuff from you. Like attention or money. And I don't have either of those to give away, do I? Who does, though, anyway? These days, nobody. That's a good idea, Tass. Tass says, I don't even have a cell phone, I just have a landline. I'm gonna get my ass a landline, because that's another thing that gets me all riled up, is the expectation that you should be able to contact me no matter where I am and what I'm doing. Because I have a cell phone. It's like, well, I was, you know, what if I need to contact you while you're not at home? And it's like, you don't get to. But because I have a cell phone, you do get to. So if I get rid of the cell phone, I solve that problem. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All right, how many twines do we got? 34, that's it? Don't I need like 6 for each layer? I think I need like 6 for each layer. Yeah, dang. Oh, and man, we're gonna need so much twine. Alright, well, we're going on a twine adventure, I guess. I just don't like the expectation that you are entitled to my contact anytime you want. That stresses me out for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about, but it stresses me out. If I can't reach you, I'm just gonna shrug and be like, okay, well, it's not reachable. Sometimes people aren't gonna be reachable. That's life. Like, you know, when we were kids and it was like, okay, you're just gonna go here and you can call me when you get there. From a payphone, you know, or a landline. Goodness gracious me. But if I get rid of my phone, I can't go on TikTok. So, well, we're fucked. Ladies and gents and everyone else, we're fucked. I did not bring a weapon on this fiber adventure, so we gotta keep our wits about us. Oh boy, we really have to keep our wits about us. Okay, well, we're effed. We are effed. We are in trouble. There's a bear chasing me. But I'm never gonna lose sight of my home because you can see the tower. Oh, that's great. Trees, no bushes. No bush. For shame. Man, wouldn't it be cool if our tower was like this tall? You know? Wouldn't that be sweet? But that's never gonna happen. Well, it could. I mean, the only thing holding me back is my own imagination and time. But I could totally start playing this before bed just to gather resources. Oh, a lion. Lions and tigers, bears. This is not good for my life expectancy. In the last 3 seconds, my life expectancy went way down. Went way down. Oh my god, it went so far down and it continues to drop precipitously. Especially given that there's a bear right there coming to kill me. Oh, my bones are broken, and now I'm extra fucked. Well, if I get close, at least I can just walk back and grab my stuff. See you later, Jack. Slide down the mountain. Alright, let's bring a weapon this time. Maybe a... Oh, I don't know. Let's go back to our old Pirates of the Caribbean gun. I like that gun. It never did us any good, but... I enjoy the aesthetics of it. What do I need? Charcoal, pebble, sulfur. Sulfur. Pebbles. More stones so I can make more pebbles. And what was it? Charcoal? What was the other thing? Yeah, I need... Oh, I think my corpse was carrying my charcoal. Ah, damn it. Alright, well... Do I not have any extra charcoal anywhere? No. Disaster. Okay, well, we'll bring my katana, I suppose. Just so we can make it there. Jack fell down and broke his crown and couldn't get up in the morning. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went ahead and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. That's what does that mean? I never thought about that. He went ahead and broke his head and bumped his head. Sorry, broke his head. Couldn't get up in the morning. So he died in his sleep from an internal hemorrhaging of the brain or something. Let's analyze some more old children's sayings, rhymes, and limericks. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. How many packs of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? What kind of hidden double meaning could that have? Because it's like how when you learn about Ring Around the Rosie is about the Black Death. And then you're like, oh my god, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Yikes, that's bad business. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. How many packs of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Pickled peppers. Who is Peter Piper? That's what we need to know. But also, where in the world are all these pickled peppers? And why did he not keep track of them? You know, as he was picking them. Lazy workmanship's what that is. Just a wolf. Where's my death? Peter got a lot of pickled peppers, no doubt. If he didn't get a lot, it wouldn't be notable that he got any. If Peter Piper had picked 3 pickled peppers, no one would have sung a pickled pepper song about Peter Piper. But they did. Because he picked, not only did he pick a few, he picked a pack. That's the song. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He didn't just a whole pack. Packs back then were big. Packs now, it's like 15 cards. But back in the day, 9 cards if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Excuse me. Back in the day, you want to get a pack. It's a whole deal. Alright, I don't need this. I don't need... What else do I not need? I guess I don't really need this. One hit. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Oh, what else can I get rid of? Oh, I remember last time we were trying to get to a place where we could use the crystals. Alright, I guess let's get rid of... it's so hard. The claws. Don't need the claws. We don't need... Alright, I guess we can get rid of this one titanium because I can just get more. Same thing with this, I suppose. I also don't need this. And now... I have 76 old bullets, which is another old song. 76 old bullets in the big parade. And then you think about that and you're like, oof. Shooting at a parade. Bad news. Well, Peter Piper, maybe it's a pipe. That's what Okier Light's talking about. Maybe it's a pipe like a hash pipe. Peter Piper is a drug dealer. Peter Piper does drugs and picked a pack of pickled peppers. I can't remember how many pickled peppers Peter Piper picked because Peter Piper was pickled out of his gourd, smoking pickled peppers out of his pipe from his pack. Shame on you, Peter Piper. Shame on you. I want more bushes, please. Bye-bye, Tamaya. Don't try to come at me. I want to kill you, but I will. Oh, I will kill you for sure. Lock onto the lion, why don't you? One bullet at a time. Just like Pirates of the Caribbean. Listen, I killed a lion. You think you're gonna stand up to me? It's not gonna happen. I feel bad doing this, but I always do. Sha-da-da-dum. 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 Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not a sight you want to see. Don't need these. Do I have a splint on me? Neat. How close am I to making one? I just need string. Okay. Ah, frick it. My bone's almost fixed anyway. Lauren, you're back. Finally, long time no see. We're having a very exciting day today on Radiation Island. Trying to get a bunch of strings. To get a bunch of strings, I gotta find a bunch of bushes. And to find a bunch of bushes, I gotta walk around the island and get attacked by lions and tigers and bears. Alright, if you want to run, you can run. But I gotta come this way, so... Don't play games with me. I need more boys. I need more boys. I need more boys in my life. You ever feel that way? You ever feel like you need more boys in my life? Oh dear. I need more bears out of my life. Less bears in my life, the better. Less bears in my life, the better. Less bears in my life. Don't hit me. Don't break my bones. You broke my bones and I'm bleeding. Uh, Whatever. What am I gonna just bleed to death? That can't happen. Yes, it can. I should fix myself. I only have 5. I need. Stupid. Enjoy your math class. Alright, how many things do I have now? 42. Still not enough. I need way more. Oh, this is going to take forever. I hate this game. Especially because I just keep getting attacked by bears. Which is super less than ideal. It takes 3 hits to kill him. It takes 17 years to reload this gun. And I should have learned this lesson by now, but I haven't yet. We've talked about this with one another so many times. About how you really shouldn't do the thing. You really shouldn't use this gun because it sucks. But I like it. I enjoy the aesthetics of it. You know what I wonder? I don't know. I wonder nothing. I have no curiosity. Well, I was at the endodontist today. First of all, the endodontist I went. So the endodontist is there for like, if you need the big business done. Like I had a root canal I got done a few years ago that unfortunately it was not fully completed, which is occasionally can happen with a root canal because it can be, if you have complicated roots in your teeth, which is rare, but if you do, the procedure can fail and the tooth can get reinfected. And unfortunately that happened to me, which is a huge bummer because that means that the $1,300 I spent on the first root canal was a waste of money. But I had to go get it redone, and for that you got to go to an endodontist, which is a fancy name for someone who loves roots. And by God, did this woman love roots. Sometimes when you go to the doctor and you just get someone who's passionate and excited, but not in an annoying way, just like an earnest way, it's just the best. Anyway, she opens my ass up. Not my ass, my tooth. She opens my tooth up. And she's looking around and she goes, "Oh, wow, you have 5 roots." And I was like, "What do you mean 5 roots?" She was like, "Well, rarely, but occasionally, a tooth can have 5 roots. It's supposed to have 4, but yours has 5. And I was like, "Oh, wow, is that rare?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, it's usually like 3 to 4, 5% of people will have a tooth with 5 roots." But she's never seen one, or she hasn't seen one in her office in a while. So then she goes, "Hey," she calls in one of her assistants, and this dude comes in with her iPhone X with the camera, and her assistant hold the phone, and he takes a picture. They hold it steady and take a picture of the inside of my roots of my teeth. And then I was like, "You have to let me see it." And she was like, "Oh, yes." And then she showed me, and my tooth, lo and behold, she wasn't lying. 5 roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like Mambo number 5, Lou Bega. She was not making a joke. It had 5 distinct holes that she was cleaning out in that tooth. Which was crazy. And then they did a 3D scan of my jawbone, and she was showing it to me, and it was like a 3D scan of my jawbone, and you could like do cross sections and see the insides of it and stuff. Which is crazy. Sorry, I got distracted by Morgan saying have all of my babies. And whatever Sean deleted, so I trust you. What was the next thing I was gonna say? This is life. I have too many holes in my teeth, that's the point. And then I was like, wow, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. You took a 3D scan of my bones. And she was like, I know, it's crazy. And then she said, do you want it? And I said, what? My bones? No, the scan. I mean, I don't own the 3D... I don't own the software to look at a 3D scan of my bones. This is like dental software. Endodontal medical examination software. Like it's like Photoshop, but instead of a paintbrush, it has a nerve endings tool and a show my jawbone tool. And she was like, oh, it's totally fine. We can just put the software on a flash drive. And I was like, yeah, I want my scan. So now I have 3D dental imaging software and a scan of my own jaw and teeth that I can look at anytime I want on my computer. On a 16 gigabyte flash drive. They just fucking gave it to me for free. I mean, not for free. I paid an awful lot of money for this procedure, of course. But it was just funny that she was like, oh, it's no NBD. We'll just copy paste the entire program onto the flash drive with your scan. And I was like, geez, that's crazy. So if you wanted to, I'm sure you could find a way to export and do a 3D print of my... This is my pre-operation jaw. Dan, I swear to God, you need to stop calling me. I gotta find him outside. Gotta find go to his house or something. Tell him to leave me alone. Maybe he's pocket dialing me. Because this is not the behavior of an intelligent man. Doing something on purpose, you know. Alright, where's my tower? Does anybody see my tower? I guess I could look at the map. Alright, cool. We're pretty close. So I'll just get these bushes and then we'll head home and build the tower and then be done. Wow, look at all these bushes. Oh, wait, why am I not picking up all this shit? I don't want the leaves. Drop the leaves. Man, remember when I only had 2 rows of inventory? Now I got way more. Yeah, give me these. Fiber, 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 thank you. It's nice when your inventory's full, then you don't even pick up the stuff that you don't want. Like all these stupid leaves are just on the ground now. Because I can't hold them, but I don't want them, so it's even better. So now all I get is the fiber. As you can see. Listen to this. This is insane. Who does this? Go away. It's gotta be a pocket tile. It has to be. There's no way someone's gonna call me that much. That is insanity. Yeah, okay, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to text. That's the problem. Because I texted him and then he just doesn't respond. And he calls me 70 times a day. It's really my error. It's me being a fool. Gotta take care of your teeth. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I know better than anybody that not taking care of your teeth is really stupid to do. Financially. Obviously it hurts and like Probably, I mean, close to the worst pain I've ever felt. Maybe the worst is one of the teeth problems I had probably 5 years ago. Horrible. Horrible. Floss every goddamn day. No matter how tired you are, do not floss. Floss your ass teeth. Ass floss your teeth and brush them. And use yours. It's okay that I died, by the way, because I'm close to home. Another voicemail. And he's calling again. He left a voicemail and then instantly started calling me. You are a motherfucker. You know that? You're a motherfucker. What's his voicemail say, huh? Play it. He's crazy. It was like voicemail, and then it started ringing immediately again. It's crazy. This dude's crazy. He's out of his mind. He's off his rocker. Why did I spawn here? Whatever. He's not even like a boomer. He's old enough that he might as well be a boomer, but he's not a boomer. It's not like he's like 50. He's probably like 35 or maybe 40. He's like probably a Gen X, which obviously everyone knows are a bunch of weirdos. More fiber, more fiber, more fiber. Everyone start a chain. The OK Boomer chain. Go away. Get out of here. Why did you make me bleed? This is such horseshit. This is such horseshit. The Gen X are a bunch of weirdos. They're like I find them kind of annoying in the sense that like, all right, you're getting blocked. We're blocking you. I'm sorry. I will find you outside, but you have called me 15 times in the last hour. You're done and you are blocked officially. And I feel nothing. And he left me another voicemail. If this one doesn't say, help, I am literally dying, we're done. Yeah, it says nothing. His phone is in his pocket. You are blocked. You mean nothing to me. Block, block, block. Block this caller. Boom. Done. You lose. You have your Austin privileges revoked. Your Frostin' privileges revoked. Could you imagine a world where your Frostin' privileges were revoked? Nightmare. Nightmare for me more than anything. Oh, not this fucking wolf again. Alright, we're just running. If I would have just spawned at my house like I should have, this wouldn't be a problem. Anyway, the thing with Gen X is like, to me, the quintessential Gen X is like the mid-30s dude. I'm thinking mid-30s white dude who is just like annoyingly cynical about everything and talks about how like, oh, like they usually believe like globalist conspiracies and like, or like are hardcore atheist types, and they always hate astrology. Just the cynicism is the part of it for me. What you get when you think about when they grew up. The 90s, when there was just nothing. There was nothing bad, there was nothing good, it was just nothing, it was nonsense, there was meaningless consumerist existence. And they always listen to Pearl Jam. And Pearl Jam's cool, I'm fine with Pearl Jam. Nirvana's cooler, but Pearl Jam's cool. But yeah, like that type of thing. It's just kind of annoying. That's all I'm saying. It's just kind of annoying. Now we get to play the really fun game of where was it that I died? Oh, it was right here. See? Game over. Game over. Score. Bang, 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 bang. Ring, ring. Anyone know what that was an impression of? Anybody? That's right. It was the impression of the Bop It Extreme toy. Bop It Extreme. Good toy. Because when I was growing up, we were allowed 20 minutes of video games a day, 20 minutes of computer time, period, screen time a day. And if we got all our chores done, we could have another 20. So whenever we couldn't do that, we would just play with the Bop It. We played so much goddamn with that Bop It. That Bop It was my life. I love Bop It. Bop It. Bop it. Pull it. Boom, 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 twist it. Tap it. Anybody? Bop it? Anybody? No? Nobody likes Bop It? There you go. I understood that. I'm glad everybody knows. I think that Bop It is the reason why I love Rhythm Heaven so much, I think. It's because I played so much Bop It in WarioWare. Bop It was like analog WarioWare, even though it wasn't analog, it was totally electronical, but it's basically like analog WarioWare. Alright, how much fiber we have? Wow, we have over 100. Sweet. Guess what? We're going to make so much goddamn progress on this tower right now. You aren't even going to know what hit you. Alright, so we can only hold 5 at a time because my inventory is kind of small, but no biggie. Twist It was a good sound effect. I think Flick It, because there was Bop It and there was Bop It Extreme. And we had a Bop It, but we mostly did Bop It Extreme once that came out. So Bop It Extreme, obviously the original Bop It everybody knows had Bop It, Twist It, and I think just Pull It. Bop It, Twist It, and Pull It. And the game would play a beat, and it would be like, and then the guy would shout, Bop It, and then on the beat you would have to go, boom! So, and then Twist It, and so it would be like, Bop It, boom, boom, Twist It, boom, boom, and you have to do it in the beat, and see how far you could go. But then on the Bop It Extreme, you can Google a picture of this, of course. Bop It Extreme added Flick It and Spin It. So then you could flick it, spin it, bop it, pull it, twist it. That's 5 options. And the game really got going when you'd play in a group. It would have you do like a little bit, and then once it was done, it would say pass it. And then to the beat, you'd have to pass it to the next person. And then they would start to do it, and it would get faster and faster and faster until people got knocked out. And it was like fucking sweet. It was like WarioWare, you know? Boy, this tower is really tall. But it's about to get way taller. Wow, my life is so quiet ever since I blocked Dan. Blocked Dan's number. His name's not Dan. What's his name? I can't remember. Wow, this fucking tower. Oh my god, it just keeps going. This isn't even going to be any more convenient, but we're sticking to it. Perseverance. Perseverance. I want this to be the tallest thing on the island. You don't have to worry. The person who's calling me is the same person who sold me this really sweet mirror. I don't know. I think I showed it off yesterday. But, you know, if someone's down on their luck, and I'm a sucker and I always give money away because I like to. And I like to meet people, and it's a good way to meet people. And he was trying to sell a sweet mirror, and I really want a mirror. Whoops, I made a metal one. Oh, well. Metal's fine. Whoa, why is it going that way? Oh, that's what we should have done. We should have alternated. Oh, well. So he was trying to sell a mirror, and he wanted $50 for it, and I said, that's fine, that's fine. And I've seen this dude before, like we've talked, anytime I'm like sitting outside at night, he would come up and we'd talk, and if I had, we would just hang out for a minute and just talk. And then he was trying to sell me a mirror, and I was like, I'll have a mirror. And then he brings it, and it's this crazy ass, like, custom made, beautiful, fucking Victorian looking mirror. And I was like, damn, this is worth way more than $50. So I gave him $60 for it, and I gave him my phone number in case I needed to be like, hey, the mirror's, I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes you don't think and you just give out your phone number because that's what stupid millennials do. Because we're stupid. And that's what I did. And obviously, as you've seen live on the air, you've learned to regret my decisions. What do I need to build a glider anyway? Can I build one? String. Oh, so you know what? I'm just going to do that really quick. So then we can, once we're done here, we can just glide off however tall it gets. And we're probably almost out of fiber to keep building, so. But I think we have almost become the tallest thing on the island. I remember, aside from the other towers, I suppose, but back when I was a kid, my dad taught me a trick. We would ride this ride. There's a ride called the Power Tower. Okay, well, that's it. 6 more. There's a ride called the Power Tower at Valley Fair in Minnesota. And it's a really tall tower, and you go up it. And to distract me, my dad taught me that if you are looking out as you go higher and higher towards the horizon line, as soon as anything you see that's below the horizon line, you are taller than, no matter how far away it is. So, and that means that anything you see that's above the horizon line, you are shorter than. So our goal here is to get to the top, and this now is the top. Why don't we do... Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. Boom. Yeah, ceiling. For the time being, this is how tall the tower is going to be. And I'll put another one. I don't know. We'll just put one here, I guess. Anything else we can build that'd be kind of cool? Walls. That's stupid. I don't need walls, but I've made them now, so... Might as well put them... Okay, yeah, I guess we're doing this. It's art, okay? It's art. Sure. Put one there. One there. Great. Yeah, looks great. It's a beacon for all who hope to live in freedom. Welcome to my tower. Obviously it's raining now, so we're going to wait for it to stop raining. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's trying to warn me that the mirror is cursed. It's an aerodynamic tower, that's right. Okay, so Sean says he probably wants the mirror back. Fair. But I saw him on the way home from the endodontist. I was walking home, and he was biking somewhere, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? It was fine. He didn't say anything about how he was calling me. He didn't say anything about the mirror. He was just like, oh, what's up? And then we talked, and then he left. So, I think he's just pocket dialing me, or ass dialing me, as the millennials and the Gen Zs say. So before we're done here, I have to be done because it's 3:50 and I gotta leave. Let's do a quick recap just to see how many more towers we've got to do. So we've done 1, 2, 3. You can see the check marks, and we have 1, 2, 3. 3. Wow. We have only 3 more to do. Now, I only have codes for one more, so we have to go do that one next and hope we find the codes for the other ones. And then after that, we have to go to the other 2 islands, because there's 2 more islands that are almost identical to this one, that also each have, I think, 5 more towers. So it's quite an adventure, but for the time being, I want this tower to be tall enough that I can see it from any island. And that's what I'm going to do. And as soon as the weather clears, we're going to hang glide. See, as you can see, we have now, based on the horizon line, we have now equaled in height to maybe those towers over there, and we're now taller than this. Oh, well, we're not quite as tall as that mountain. So that's the goal, is to get as tall as that mountain. Oh, people who love capitalism are funny. Alright, so yeah, we got to finish that tower, and that tower, and then off in the distance there, it disappears when I turn, but you can see the big tower in the middle there, right here. That's the center island that connects the other 2. So then after we do these 3, we got to go to the big tower in the center and figure out what's there. But for now, all we have to do... Tell me I can't set this fucking... There we go, good. Oh, this is gonna go really well. Alright, let's hang glide off for the end here. Wow, sweet. Wow, that worked so good. Wow. Wow, it was like fucking Challenger explosion live on TV. It was, that's what it looked like. This game is such bullshit. Well, thanks everybody, and I hope you enjoyed your time in this fabulous land that we call the Chill Zone. That's right, the Chill Zone. Whew, the Chill Zone. Yeah, we love the Chill Zone. Ugh. Okay, well, thanks everybody. I will see you all next time on the Chill Zone. And that might be tomorrow, but who knows? I just hope you enjoyed the time we spent together today as much as I did. And yes, Reese, I do say that live every single time. I did not put it in the video, so if I don't say it, it doesn't get said.